Hi, I'm Wendy from Running Buggies, and I'm going to do a quick review of the Thule Urban Glide versus the Mountain Buggy Terrain. Both are fantastic swivel wheel running buggies, which are designed for off-road and are pretty brilliant, but they have different features which I've just thought I should highlight for you. So let's start. One of the key differences is the height. You can see here the height of the Thule versus the height of the Terrain. Because the handles are adjustable, both with some buttons on the inside, it means that they really are suitable for all different heights of runners, but I would say it means the Terrain lends itself really to a super tall runner, guys over 6 foot or girls over 6 foot. The Terrain is also slightly heavier in terms of the frame. The Thule is lighter. Both have got safety straps and slightly different seat inclines. So the Terrain has a completely lie flat seat, you can see here, which you just adjust using these straps. Oh, excuse the silly noises. There we go. And the Thule, not completely flat, but not far off. And then you just push it up using that mechanism there. Both have got 16-inch rear wheels and 12-inch front wheels. But the Terrain comes with 12-inch rear wheels as well, which is their free throw-in, which can be quite good in terms of going around town. They both have great storage underneath and covers, which mean that your valuables don't jump out when you're running on a bubbly track, but the Terrain is just a mesh one. You've got some pockets in the back of both. The brake is slightly different, so you can see here on the Terrain the brake has a cover on it. So I'm going to pull it this way. It's quite quiet and it's quite easy to do, which is great if you're wearing flip-flops or something. The Thule is just more of a metal structure and is a little bit noisy, which has been frustrating for some mums, dads who have sleeping babies. The wheels are both really easy to pop off. You just push this in and then slide it off, and then in the Terrain you just use that button there. The Terrain has some water bottle holders which also have some little pockets. In terms of seeing your baby while they're asleep, they both have two different ways of doing that. So the Terrain has this peephole and it's completely clear perspex, as you can see, with magnets which are a little bit quieter, and the back poppers on here, so you can just lift it forward and have a look, which is what I actually end up doing on the Thule, having a look like that, because with the way that they design this, there's like a grid here, and I think it makes it quite hard to look in. It might be so the sunlight doesn't get in their eyes, but you can roll this one back and tuck it under there, which you can't do on the Terrain, and it has a really fantastic sun canopy, which is provides a bit more coverage than the Terrain. There's a zip here which rain covers and sun covers on the mountain buggy attached to. And if I pull this back, we can have a look inside. So you've got a bumper bar, which is fantastic for hanging toys off. Both have got great little pockets on the inside for snacks and toys. One of the really fantastic things about the Terrain is this seat here, which is super easy to get out and means it's washable, and you'll find that you're giving your little ones snacks to keep them happy while you're running, but then your buggy can end up getting a bit crusty. So that is a really good idea. In terms of the straps, they're very easy to adjust. they have these clips like that, which you slide up and down, and then it has a 5-point safety harness. Both do, but their guys at Mountain Buggy decided to do a separate one, which just clips in, and then you obviously press that and they all pop out. Now, the jury's out on how handy that is. The idea is that you're not having to wrestle a little arm in, but actually putting 4 in can be a bit of a faff, so not so sure about that one. On the Thule, you can see you've got the snack pockets here, and this is what the harness looks like. You just press those buttons in and then that pops out, and then this is how you adjust the straps there. Both have got swivel front wheels that lock very easily. You can see the locking mechanism here, which is quite straightforward, and then the locking mechanism here on the Terrain. Both collapse very easily. You can see this button which you just push in and twist, and then suddenly it's collapsed. And it's the same on the Thule, even with instructions. So you push it across and then twist, like so. And when they're collapsed, you can probably see they're very similar in size. I would store them the other way around and fold the handle in. That's my top tip. So those are the key differences, key features. They vary slightly in price as well. The Mountain Buggy Terrain is more expensive, but both fantastic buggies. So pick the features you like, and happy buggy running from Wendy at Running Buggies. Mum, so please support me.